Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good everything. How are you guys doing today? Welcome here to another day of radiance. Today, um, January 4th, we have a new prompt from our book, Everyday Radiance, and it goes like this. Happy Sunday, everybody. Shall we? All right. Awesome. So it goes like this. Allowing for softness. Capricorn can often be hard on itself. Sometimes it needs to remember its softness. The sign opposite Capricorn is Cancer, and Cancer can help Capricorn do just that. Cancer offers loving, nourishing energy to the sometimes stoic Capricorn. When these two signs work together, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Who said that? It's a beautiful thing. Mac Miller. Rest in peace, boy. We love you. Thank you for your music. It's a beautiful thing. Cancer reminds us that it's okay and, in fact, deeply necessary to express what we feel. It's deeply necessary to express what we feel. And Capricorn helps us by holding healthy boundaries and a safe, clear space to process. Nice. Boundaries, you guys. Boundaries. How do we feel in the rush? How do we feel in this um, sense of responsibility, of discipline, of moving forward our year and everything? We just got um, a full moon in Cancer last night. So, yesterday, for lots of people, it was a pretty sensitive day, emotional day. And in my particular case, it actually happened that yesterday I had this conversation with this person talking about feelings, talking about boundaries, talking about responsibilities, talking about what we expect from the other. And and I actually told my friends about this and they were like, "Oh, we're surprised that you didn't." We're they were like, "Oh, we're surprised that you didn't that you didn't like send it off, and instead you stayed here." What's your things and everything. Anyways, you guys, allowing for softness. We have an invitation that it goes like this. It says, "Put this book down and wrap your arms around yourself. Take 3 deep breaths and direct great care and love inward, okay? Let your shoulders drop and your face soften. Feel your hands as loving hands. Then take another breath. Look out into the day and move into your day with clarity and confidence from a place of fullness." Okay, let's take 3 deep breaths. Loving hands. So, Capricorn is earth, Cancer is water. Um, Capricorn is very about like, limiting, being more focused on not smaller things, but you know, Capricorn is a sign that puts their attention to a specific thing, and then they move forward. You know, it's a great way to think of Capricorn as this goat that I always say that is hiking the mountain, and the goat is not gonna run towards the high of the mountain. It's gonna go easy, baby steps, minding their steps and making decisions of what their next step is gonna be with the confidence and the trust that the next step is gonna be stable, steady, and solid. And with Cancer going on, that it's the sign ruled by the moon, from what it's a water sign, and it's a sign of uh, feelings, emotions, family, um, most likely. It's the yeah, it's like a very nurturing sign, and also mm, deeply emotional. So Capricorn and Cancer, that they are opposites, they're working together. It's great to be like, okay, what are our emotions? How can we put them, and categorize them? And how can we be practical about our emotions? And and so Capricorn is gonna put boundaries, and limits, and it's like, okay, it's till here, till here, till here, till here. And when you put boundaries in a surface, and you throw water on it, the water is gonna just like flow freely everywhere, but it's gonna flow freely between those boundaries that you're settling. It's not gonna like jump from the walls and like escape and like run towards a different direction. Water adapts to the recipient that it's being held on. Um, so with Capricorn, when you set those boundaries, and you're like, okay, in matter of friendships, these are my limitations. In matter of romance, these are my boundaries, limitations. In matter of work, these are mine. In matter of blah blah blah, and so on. So when you set all those boundaries and you pour the water in, the water is gonna like run freely, go towards all the spaces inside our boundaries. So it's not that we are restricting the energy, we're just channelizing and focusing it so it doesn't go towards ways that we aren't, like, we don't want to, right? So I highly recommend I highly recommend laughter. It doesn't say anything about here, but it's something that I was writing today in my journal, talking about, well, this situation that happened yesterday, and also afterwards, like me going to meet my friends, for a board game night, and just like share some food, some drinks together, and laughs, so many laughs. So, and today I will say, oh, like, God bless laughter, because it really helped me change and alchemy my energy, yesterday and today too. I woke up with a great mood today, thank God. And I was like, yes, God bless boundaries. God bless. Sometimes it's gonna sound harsh, like putting those boundaries, but I feel like it's for the best if it comes from your heart and from your sense of, hey, I've been through this before. I've I like tripped over the same rock before. I know the situation. I can see it. I can see my patterns and all my angels and guardians saying like, boy, be careful, boy, take care, boy, remember. So I was like, okay, for that the other person's feelings. I was like, yo, these are my limitations. These are my boundaries. I don't. I'm sorry. Um, I'm sorry if it comes harsh, but I've been through this before, and I have to do it for me to trust myself and not put me in situations that I kind of feel or sense where they're going to. So I need to stop it here. And I'm so sorry if your feelings are being hurt, but this is my limitation. Thank you for everything, and let's move on. And I know for a fact that my limitations to this person are not gonna be life changing, or are not gonna, like, they're not impacting their life so much because we barely met each other. But for me, it's like, okay, this is the Matrix. This is another character showing up in my movie with these intentions, and the task of this is to learn this. So I kind of like playing life as a video game or as a movie, where both, like a video game actually, because video games are quite like movie wise, but they have the opportunity to make decisions, and to choose between A and B all the time. A movie is kind of like you press play and the life happens. A video game I like more. So we're gonna bump into this, and maybe, like, if you see it as like you have to to battle against the great boss of your level that you're at, and you know that if you do this same movements, that if you enter from this base from it's gonna get you, and you're gonna have to start over again and start over again and start over again. So the thing is that when next time where you're showing up to the boss, you know that you're not supposed to go this way, you're not supposed to press these buttons, you're not supposed to, you know you're supposed you're not supposed to do this that you've been doing lately. So it's like, okay, what's something new that I can try? What other way I can get myself in? And I feel like that's when you kind of like crack the code, beat the boss, and move on to the next level. And in the next level, you're not gonna have the same boss. You're not gonna have the same challenges. It's gonna be different. So, God bless video games. And again, the opportunity and the possibility to make a decision, it's a gift. It's such a gift to be able to say this or that, or not like this, maybe like that. It's a gift. Being able to decide where you want to be, where you want to go, what you want to do, what you want to eat, who you want to, like, hang out with, it's a privilege. There's so many people in the world that they are not able to make a decision like this. They cannot, like, decide, like, oh, do I want chicken parmesan or do I want ravioli? No, they're getting. They're not getting that. They're getting what it's available, or I don't know, like, oh, do I want to go to this place or this place? There's people in the world that cannot travel. They cannot buy a ticket or buy or there's people in the world that don't have the opportunity to make a chance, to make a choice. I'm sorry, and to make a decision. So that sets everybody who are able in a different position, in a different advantage, and with a different power. So let's be responsible with that power and that responsibility. And I would love, 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 love to keep sharing this, so we can make the right decisions and work towards also to help others be able to make a decision, to take a chance, to make a choice, to change their life. All right. A hug. We deserve a hug. We're doing great, guys. We just started this year. We have a beautiful year ahead. Um, I've been reading a lot. Like, I've been reading like astrology facts, and lots of astrologers they say not to go crazy this first period of the month with like trying to get your New Year's resolution, to get like your year plan and everything. I know that the other day we said that it was day to trying to make a plan, but astrologers they're saying that take it easy, see what January has, what January has to show us and offer us, and and um, and kind of wait to the second term of January to, with that information that we are receiving from this couple weeks ahead, make a choice, and make a decision and plan our year based on this first season of January. Let's let things unfold, unfurl, happen, show up, and remember to be kind to yourself, loyal to yourself, loving to yourself, and your best friend. 3 deep breaths. We're gonna relax our shoulders, relax our face. I love you. Thank you, babe. I love you guys. Have a wonderful rest of the weekend, and hoping we all get a radiant week ahead. All the best for the best. See you tomorrow. Thank you.